afternoon. How are we all doing? Welcome back to Tired Reads, and if you're new, welcome back. My name is Jacob, and we're in for a new installment of On My Shelf for a good time or a long time. And this episode is featuring Kacen Callender.
This is a place for legends, okay?
I read Felix Ever After last spring, I believe, and I loved every moment of it. I listened to the audiobook and it was such a great time. I'm so pumped to get into more of Kacen Callender's work. I think they have such like an interesting back catalog of stories. They write middle grade fantasy, YA. Maybe the fantasy is adult, but you know what? We're gonna find out. So we're gonna see if Kacen Callender is a favorite author of mine, or if this was just a one-off thing. So let's talk about the books we're going to be reading. I picked up 3 books thanks to my library because I'm trying to do better on spending. And if I like these, then I'll buy them. So the first one that I would like to read is King and the Dragonflies, which is a middle grade, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a middle grade. It has to be because that's a big font. I'm not really sure what this is about. So let's read the synopsis. The dragonflies live down by the bayou, but there's no way to know which one's my brother. There are hundreds, maybe even thousands. King is sure that his brother, Khalid, has turned into a dragonfly. After Khalid unexpectedly passed away, he shed his first skin for another and found refuge in the backwaters of their small Louisiana town. Khalid still visits in dreams a secret King must keep to himself, that and the fact that he might be gay. As King watches grief transform his family, he comes to understand the beauty and redemption of learning to fly past the secrets that keep him from rising to his true self. So that sounds a great time. So that's one of them. Next up is their debut novel, which is Hurricane Child. I have no idea what this is. Caroline Murphy is a hurricane child. Being born during a hurricane is unlucky, and 12-year-old Caroline has had her share of bad luck lately. But when a new student arrives, Caroline believes her luck is turning around. Kalinda soon becomes Caroline's first friend. Together, the two girls must brave their own feelings of friendship and love, while they seek to discover why Caroline's mother had disappeared, or risk losing her forever. This is another middle grade. I'm pumped. I think it's going to be a good time. It won the Stonewall Honor Book Award and the Lambda Literary Awards winner. So, then the final one. Well, I just read the Meet the Author for the 3rd book, and they were born during a hurricane. So is this like a memoir type deal? We're gonna have to look into this. But next up is Queen of the Conquered by Kacen Callender. What is this about? So that's a great question. I think this one is about on the islands of Hans Lolik. Sigourney Rose was the only survivor when her family was massacred by the coloners. Now the king of the islands has declared that he will choose his successor from among eligible noble families, and Sigourney is ready to exact her revenge. Go off. A powerful story of colonialism, conquest, and revenge, Queen of the Conquered starts a riveting epic fantasy duology set in Caribbean-inspired world. Now this has been on my TBR for a minute. The only question is it YA? I literally have no idea. If not, that's okay. I feel like this is an adult book. There's a map and a prologue. Love this. The cover is stunning. So those are the 3 books that we're going to test this weekend to see if Kacen Callender is a favorite author or if it was a one-off. So we'll see if they're going to be on my shelf for a long time or just a good time. Let's get into the vlog. Wowzers! It's been a hot moment since we've done a card vlog. How fun! So I woke up today. I think it's because I slept with my fan on high and it got cold last night and now my throat hurts. It better not be anything else. It better not be anything else. You hearing me okay? Nothing else. I'm heading into work today. My second job. School was closed today because it was President's Day. Go Presidents. Does anyone else, when they were here, thought that the presidents did a lot more than they really do? Like, I thought they were it. I guess I really didn't pay attention during, like, the 3 branches of government lesson. Or I still thought they still did a lot. Anyways, I digress. This is not about the presidents. This is about Kacen Callender. So, I'm in the middle of 2 of their books. Which one shall we start with? let's do Hurricane Child. So this is a middle grade. It is about this girl who was born during a hurricane, and her mother has disappeared a year ago. Like, she lives on this island, and she commutes to a different island, part of the what are they called? The like St. Thomas, St. something else, those islands. You know what I'm talking about? I have no idea. I forgot what they're called. So she commutes there for school and stuff, and she's the only black girl. She's also very, like, quiet to herself, and she has these, like, very, like, she sees people in a very much of, like, I see dead people kind of vibe. So there's that, and so she's on this mission to go find her mom, because she doesn't like her dad as much. Her mom was her only friend. None of the kids at school talk to her. She's very lonesome. And, like, I guess you could call her a troublemaker, but, like, really she's not a troublemaker. It's just, like, when, like, she's asked a question, she would always, like, not argue, but, like, try to further the questioning, I guess one could say. And she always gets, like, harsh punishments compared to all the other kids. But she, eventually, another black girl comes on to the island, and they have become friends. And our main girl can tell that she can see these dead people too, but she won't acknowledge it. And she's also our main character is also having, look, it's hot. Y'all, it's like 60 degrees today. I am like, hello, spring. I'm here for it. I'm over the weather, cold weather. I just want spring to be here. I've never said this in my life, but I want summer to be here. I don't know why. I'm very much waiting for summer today. But back to the story. While she's like getting like friendly with her, she's having these like other feelings, these romantic feelings towards her, of just like she wants to hold hand. Like, they saw a gay couple in the tourist like store that they went in, or shop or whatever it was. They were these two women holding hands together, and she's like, oh, I want to hold her hand like they did. But the other girl like made a snarky comment of like, ew, it's disgusting, it's wrong. And our main character like agreed with her, and like then she like felt bad because she could see how it hurt the other two. And now she's like, oh, but I want to do the same thing, but she doesn't want to admit it because she doesn't know how her friend will take it. It's an adorable read. I'm very much into it. My only question is, will she find her mother? Is her mother dead? Not questions. That's all I got. So I love the writing. For like, I don't read a lot of middle grade. I think the only middle grade I've really technically read is the Percy Jackson series and the Cassidy Blake series. So I'm excited to like push out of the horizons. Great time. I'm enjoying it. That's all I got for that. Other one is a second middle grade. I believe Kacen Callender mostly writes middle grade. Felix Ever After and Queen of Nothing are like their new new adventure into outside work, since it's their newest releases. So the second book I'm reading is King and the Dragonflies. I'm listening to this audibly. Oh my god, I can't talk to it. It's gonna be a long night. This is about a boy who is in the bayou down in Louisiana. I know that was a terrible southern accent. We don't have to talk about it. We're gonna move on. I think this coffee and Adderall's kicking in. Woof. His brother has recently, 6 months ago? 6 months ago. I forget the exact timeline, but his brother recently died, and at his funeral he saw this dragonfly come, and now he talks to the dragonfly, I guess. And the dragonfly talks back, and when his brother was alive, he would talk in his sleep and like dream of places, or talk about places that like are very fantastical, out of this world. And his brother would always like, prod for more. Has become very recluse after his brother's passing, and his one friend has told him that he was gay. He likes boys, and he's very proud of that fact. And King has very much segregated that. He doesn't want to be a part of it because his brother told him not to in a dream once after his passing. And so they hung out together, and they had a moment, and then that was the last time we saw this child. And now the child is missing, and of course, the missing child's dad is the chief of police. Where I left off, they were going on a search party. I find it very interesting. I feel very much in like that southern bayou. I know it's a middle grade, so and I'm only thinking an hour and a half into it. I'm getting the vibes, and I know it's been very well regarded, like well reviewed. So I'm interested to see where the plot goes from there. But other than that, I'm enjoying the writing in both of them. It is very, like, completely different from Felix Ever After, where these two have very light magical elements in it. Very, very light, where Felix Ever After was very hard contemporary. It was just contemporary, nothing else. And so I'm intrigued to read their fantasy book, The Queen of Nothing, to see how they take, like, complete fantasy. So I'm gonna be doing that. We're gonna catch up sooner or later when I finish these books. Hopefully I should finish Hurricane Child tonight. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I'm like really late. Oh. Oops. Okay, I gotta go. Ready to do the movie. Listen, it's been a week. I have like not been in the reading mood for a while, so it took me a little while to finish Hurricane Child. I'm not sure what I'm gonna rate this. I didn't love this as much as King and the Dragonflies, which we'll talk about in a second. So this, our main girl Caroline is looking for her mother and discovering her sexuality and life and all that. And both of these books deal with a sense of grief, even though they end differently, and they both deal with exploring her sexuality and how like the world sees it and the implications of that people have around it. This one just, I don't know what it was. It just didn't grasp my attention, and like it took me so long to read a middle grade that's only 200 pages. Like it shouldn't have taken me this long. It was very fun, very atmospheric. I still love the writing, I just didn't enjoy the plot that much, so who knows? Now, King and the Dragonflies.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same.
Beautiful. It had me tearing up. It had great themes of grief and how people handle it differently. And some of my favorite parts was the discussions about like how adults assume everything is right, like they know the answer to everything when like, and they just ignore children, which like a lot of times maybe children don't have the right idea, but sometimes they do, and adults just never listen to them. And like we should always just listen to them at least and give them the benefit of the doubt. The magical element, I think I talked about earlier. I don't know, I made that up. There's no magical element. I mean, there's a slight one in this one. I mean, I guess there's a slight, yes. But overall, I enjoyed this one so much more. The audiobook was great. I loved the narrator. I think I already wrapped up my thoughts on this. Actually, I can't remember. Anyways, we follow King and follow him as he handles his grief of losing his brother and losing his best friend after his best friend runs away due to him coming out as gay, and which makes King start to think maybe he is gay as well. It shows like some child abuse, so be wary of that. I just think it's a very good book for children to read, solely because it covers such a wide topics that aren't talked about enough in society. And same kind of goes with this. It just wasn't, I didn't just like it as much, so that's the thing on that. But yeah, 2 down, 1 last one to go. Hopefully I can read it before Tuesday, because this video is behind. Oh, so today I need to clean my room, do some laundry. Actually, maybe I don't have to do laundry. I don't know, I have to cut my nails. I have to, what else I have to do? I think cleaning my room, changing my sheets. I went live on Thursday, so shout out to anyone that was there. It was such a fun time. It was really just more so me trying to figure out how to do it. But the next one is going to be a lot more put together, hopefully. I have one scheduled for Tuesday, 28th. I don't know if you'll be watching it then. You may be watching it now. This video may or may not be up. If it's up afterwards, were you there? Did you find me there? Leave me a little moon emoji if you're down there, if that's where you came from. Or if this video goes up before then, check it out. We'll be doing some live Pompadour sprints, so it's just 25 minutes reading, doing whatever you need to do. I'll be reading, and then 5 minutes, but it's gonna be more than 5 of just like chatting and getting our lives together. So that's that on that. I need to clean. I also need to take some Instagram photos. That's a lot of work. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
I know I do lean on On this island, we were fine when no one was here but us. So darling, you know, wait for me and I'll come home. It's not a simulation. I'm still dreaming, falling deeper within. This love is an ocean wide that never runs dry.
Okay, so here's the thing. Oh my god. I started Queen of Nothing yesterday, and I'm not having a good time. I don't know what it is. But there's just something that's not landing it. Like, it doesn't feel like the same writing as these books, which confuses me. I'm like, this isn't the same person, correct? And like, the thing is, like, I hate DNFing a book. I feel so guilty. I feel so bad, but like, I think I may have to DNF this.
And now I feel like I'm upsetting everyone.
I'm at like the 30-page mark, close to 40, but like, it was painful to read it. And like, I slept on the decision. I thought about it, still thinking about it. I'm like, do I just keep going? And like, granted, I bought the audiobook from Libro FM because it's not in my library. So I'm like, is it the audiobook that's just not working with me? So maybe I should attempt to read just like without the audiobook. But then like, if that's the case, maybe my thing is I only like their contemporary stuff and the fantasy isn't just for me, which is fine. But like I said, I just feel bad. This is about this queen who has this power that can go inside people's minds and like imprint memories or look into what they're thinking. She's the leader of this group of people that was colonized by these I forgot their names. And so she's, from where I've gotten, she's like about to be betrothed and is probably gonna seek, she is gonna seek revenge, but I'm assuming on the king of the colonizer that colonized and killed her family. It does give me like such intense summer vibes, so I'm like, maybe I'll put it off for now and then pick it back up in summery times. I just don't, I feel so bad. I feel really bad. It's a sad day, isn't it? It's not goodbye, it's just goodbye for now, you know? We'll go back to it. We'll come back. I will finish it, just not... It's just putting me in a funk. I'm like, I don't know. But the cover is gorgeous. I love it. But like the writing just doesn't feel like Kacen Callender. Like, after reading these 3 books, and like, granted, this is supposed to be adult, and these are like YA and middle grade, but like, it just doesn't even feel the same. Like, there's huge, just long paragraphs. Things are like over and redundantly explained. So yeah, I think I'm gonna DNF this for now, and that really hurts me to say that, because I think what I've learned from this is that I will continually pick up their middle grade and YA books. It's just that their adult stuff, maybe not. It just doesn't feel like adult either, and that's why I was also confused. I was like, if we're adult, just go there. Just go there. Come on, just give it to me, you know? Hurricane Child is probably like a 3, maybe a 4, probably a 3. I definitely think King and the Dragonflies is a 5-star. It was such a good read, impactful, and like I said earlier, something everyone should be reading. And then Queen of Nothing is a DNF. It still hurts every time. The answer of is Kacen Callender going to be on my shelf for a good time or a long time? I think their middle grade and YA stuff will be on my shelf for a long, long time. I'm gonna try this again later in the year. I'm definitely gonna buy my own copy of this. It's also just a gorgeous cover. I like these vibes. And I wonder if I need to look and see if there's anything else of their works coming out. But I am still excited that like I read like a good amount of their stuff, and I know they have a couple of other books, like maybe 2 more contemporary books, I think, and there may be a sequel to this. So I'm very much intrigued to see all of their works. I will be continue reading them. Yeah, let me know if you've read any books from Kacen Callender, if you enjoyed their work, if any of them are your all-time favorite books, if they're your favorite writer. Let me know down below, and give me your thoughts and opinions on Queen of the Conquered. I'm very inclined to see what you all think. So, thank you so much for watching, and I don't know really what has happened in this vlog, if anything. That has been episode, maybe we'll call it episode 2 of On My Shelf for a Good Time or a Long Time, featuring Kacen Callender. Please like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram, Goodreads. I'm thinking about starting a Twitter for this page so I can like follow authors and other YouTubers. I just don't know. Should I do that? Would you like that? I don't know. I also live streamed, so check out for that. I'm gonna have one Tuesday, the 1st of March, I believe it is. So hang around for that. Like and subscribe. Let's leave is there a dragonfly emoji? If there's a dragonfly, put that. If not, just put a butterfly. Potato, right? So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you've had a wonderful day, night, or whatever, and I hope you had fun celebrating whatever you may be celebrating. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Time takes a toll on everyone, they say.